Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, today I'm going to get straight to the point. Yeah, 10 must-have games for the Super Nintendo. Now, these aren't the definitive, they're not the best or they're no particular order. There are some on there people might disagree with, but it's just 10 must-have games. If you've got a collection you're collecting or you want to collect, you want to find out about the games, 10 must-have games, straight up. No ifs, no buts. It's just, that's it. So my first one I'm going to go with is Super Mario World. What a game! I mean, it came bundled with the Super Nintendo. If you've not played it, which I think 99% of people out there have done, yeah, but 99% of people probably played it to death, but definitely one to get in your collection. Highly recommend it. Loads of habit, loads of fun, loads of stuff to do, loads of replayability. It'll keep you coming back for more and more. God, this game is awesome, and you know, worth every penny you pay for it. Every penny you pay for it, absolutely fantastic. So my next one I'm going to go with this one. I wanted to put a beat 'em up in, and I've chosen Final Fight 3. Now, Final Fight 1 and 2 are good. There are other beat 'em ups out there, but for me, I just find Final Fight 3 is probably the best one. I really do enjoy it a lot. I love Final Fight 1, and you know, absolutely mad over it. I just think Final Fight 3 has that bit more edgy. It's 2-player, 4 characters to choose from. Great sound, great graphics, great music, fantastic game. Highly recommend it. If you can't buy a copy of it, it's quite rare actually, but this is a reproduction cartridge, but if you can't buy a copy, play it on emulator, but absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic game. So my next one I've got to go with, wow, Alien Rebels or Probotector. Yes, it was Contra 3, or I don't know, you know, in Japan and America we get the Probotector, Alien Rebels. So what? Okay, it's a robot instead of a human. It still plays good, still plays just as good. I love it. Actually, I do like robots. You know what? It's great with robot, but a great blaster, massive baddies, huge gameplay. It's one of those that will keep you coming back for more, because you know, you'll get all the way to the end of the game and you'll challenge yourself, can I do on a higher level, and see how far you can get using lesser weapons and all like that. Eventually become an expert and you're just jumping around, acrobats all over the place, but quality game, absolutely amazing, huge baddies, fantastic. Next one I'm choosing is Super Mario Kart. Come on, it's Super Mario Kart, that's it, end of story. It's like the definitive, you know, when it all started, where it all started. This game is an absolute legend, you know, 2 players, 8 characters to choose from. My God, I've seen so many fallouts on this game. If somebody wins and somebody loses, wow. This is just an absolute legendary game. It's one of those that will keep coming back for more and more. You're going to get loads of trophies to choose from. You want to unlock everything. And then when you look at everything, you want to delete it and start all over again. Quality game with every penny you're going to buy for it. The next one I've chosen is Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Yes, I could have put in Street Fighter 2 or Super Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter 2 Alpha, which is probably one of my favourites. I chose this one because it's a good all-rounder. It's when it really kicked off. They just took everything good from Street Fighter 2, added it, you know, added the 4 extra characters, as you know. It also came bundled with it. Probably a lot of people, you know, played the SNES on this version. My first ever Street Fighter 2 was on the Super Nintendo. Absolutely love it. Loads of nostalgia for it, but Street Fighter 2 Turbo just has that edge. The next one I'm going to choose is Castlevania. Come on, Super Castlevania. Kind of a remake of the first one, not really, but still. They've changed it up a bit. Amazing graphics. The sound and the gameplay is absolutely classic. It captures that spirit, and it's where it really started to kick off even more. They took it to the 16-bit level, and boy, they did a great port. I still love that first level soundtrack, and it's still, I'm always whistling it to myself. Absolute quality game, highly recommend it. It is getting a bit expensive, but of course it's Castlevania. But you know, if you've not played it, give it a try. The next one I'm going to go with, yeah, I could have a shed load of RPGs in this. I'm trying to avoid having all the same. But next one is Chrono Trigger. Now this one is just, it's sort of Squaresoft or Square Enix, or Squaresoft back then, was one of the greatest. Absolutely brilliant game, loads of endings, loads of characters to pick up, and you know, extra bits here and there, loads of replay value. It's one of those games that will, you know, you'll see the end and you're like, has that really happened or not? Don't want to go into spoilers. And you know, but classic game, quality game, highly recommend it if you've not played it. It's one of my favourite RPGs on the Super Nintendo and in total. The next one I'm going to go with is Mega Man X. Oh, come on, yeah, there's Mega Man X 2 and 3, I get it. But I just find this one is just got that bit more. They've taken all the Mega Man and added all the best bits and bundled it into one and made it like a quality game. Number 2 and 3 were great. I just find this one probably, for me, the best because it's a great balance of amazing music, amazing level gameplay. The levels are set out absolutely brilliantly. There's a nice little hidden, you know, Mega Man Hadouken in there, you know, if you know when you play it and get so far. But it's one of my favourites. I still love playing it to this day. Some people say it's hard, but if you work out the puzzles or the patterns of each boss, you can pull it off that easy. My next one I'm going to choose is this is one of my favourite RPGs. Is Secret of Mana. I absolutely adore this game. I think if there's anything, an RPG that's fantasy, this is it. It's amazing. It's really good fantasy. It shows off loads of colours, great colours, and it's one of them games that I just love to level up all my characters and get all the magic as max and all the defense magic as max and get all my weapons on each character as max. So it takes me ages and ages and ages, and I love that in a game. It's got loads of depth, and it's just one of the games that, you know, I love to play, especially at Christmas time as well. I'll sit down and play it at Christmas time. It's just a fantastic game. Highly recommend it. If you've not played it, I know some people out there are thinking, yeah, I'll play Secret, but it's not for me, and I understand that. But for me, if it is fantasy RPG, it's a great fantasy, and it captures that spirit. And my final one, once again, these aren't in any order, and these aren't the definitive ones. But my final one is Legend of Zelda. Well, enough said. It's when it really kicked off. I actually saw this in a magazine, and it did not appeal to me. I was not a Zelda fan. I was not a Zelda fan at all, but I have become a very big Zelda fan. And I love playing this game, and once again, it's a game I like to play at Christmas time. Sit down and just blitz it on the actual original hardware. I just find this just, you know, a great open world game, bits more open up each time. Some call it's not an RPG. For me, it's an action RPG. A role-playing game, you know, it's an action RPG. Do I class it as a leveling up RPG? Not really, but you can level up with extra better weapons, better bombs, better outfits, you know. For me, I do love it. I love a good world to play in, and I do keep going back and playing this every now and then. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm a huge Zelda fan. So guys, they are 10 must-have games for the Super Nintendo. Like I say, they're not the best. Well, you probably find some of them are. They're not in any order. They're not the top 10 best. Just 10 games you must have for your Super Nintendo. Some of them are on the SNES Classic or Classic Mini. Give them a blast. Give them a try now. If you don't like any of them, I recommend just giving it a try. You'll find some of them grow on you. They've grown on me. I didn't like all them at first. I didn't like all them games, but love them. Anyway, guys, top 10 games. Top must-have games for the Super Nintendo. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.